Hello everyone, welcome to your full moon in Libra reading for all 12 signs. This is for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Okay, Cancer. So, okay, right off the bat, like, you're in love. Like, you're so in love. That or somebody's in love with you, or, both of you are, but oh my gosh, you have the love card. You have the Ace of Cups, and to clarify, the Ace of Cups was the Queen of Cups. I don't know what I did with her. Oh, here she is. Was the Queen of Cups. Yeah, so, the Queen of Cups can be you, right? So I'm seeing this as like you're in love with somebody, or you're in love with somebody who's a Queen of Cups, okay? It could be another water sign, or it can just be somebody who loves you too, which is like so sweet. Okay, so, couple of things here. You do have, I'm gonna say it could be somebody that you've already had, like you have a past with, somebody that you're not talking to, or this can be another situation. It's okay, I'll get to that in a second. So something has happened, okay, that a situation that has reflected your wounds, okay, something that I'm feeling like really triggered your need to grow. It looks like spiritually, and I'm getting the message that it's a father wound. Okay, so that's just what came to me. So, okay. Either way, with this Hermit card, like, this is going within, this is taking some time, like, distancing yourself from everybody, that kind of thing, and just like healing. All right. And so this situation that you've had, it could be recent, it could be a while ago, but it's coming through in your reading as like it's really triggered your wounds, and now you have been like healing. Okay, you've been taking time to heal. So you do have the Eight of Cups here, and the Hierophant. So the Hierophant can be a couple of things. Like, typically people talk about it as like, a relationship, a long-term committed partnership, a marriage, things like that. It can also be a way of thinking. It can be like, because it's systems, right? It can just be, your belief system about relationships has started to change. And it's really interesting because you have the rise up and ascending cards. So like, I'm seeing this as like you have ascended in how you view relationships. You have started to see that you were playing out a specific pattern in relationship, dating the same type of people over and over again. And so many of us go through this where we just suddenly like wake up and we're like, whoa, like this person reminds me so much of my father, And then you look at all of your past relationships and you're like, they did too. Like, oh no, like, what is it? What is the wound that I keep finding myself attracted to those type of people that trigger that, right? And so you have that wound, right? And so I do feel like, I can't get the card. So with this card, so I do feel like that's what's happening here, is like you're taking a break, you're reviewing all that, and you're healing, and now it's like you're starting to ascend, in how you approach love and relationships. So like I said, it can be the same person, or it can be a new person, okay? Somebody else that like you have like this really cute lovey-dovey energy for. It's so precious. Like, just look at these pretty flowers and the Ace of Cups and the Queen of Cups. So cute. So you also have, and it's like you have this Dreamer card. So I feel like it's somebody that you dream about. I feel like it could be somebody that like you've dreamt about for a really long time, Look at that. It's like you feel like your head is in the clouds whenever you're with this person. That's really cute. So you have this opportunity So it's like the opportunity has come a knockin', okay? And it's going to bring you like a lot of harmony and happiness in your life. Dolphins. I see dolphins as a symbol of soulmates, but that's just me. But either way, they're a love symbol, you know? So I do feel like you've had a lot of clarity, you know? You're really starting to see things very differently, like I was saying. And, you know, you're having this revelation about what this wound was, you know, this wound that you kept playing out, okay? And now it's like you're going, okay, like that didn't work for me. It didn't work this time, and it didn't work that time, and it hasn't worked any of these times. So maybe I need to get back to the drawing board, do some writing, and, you know, see where you've gone astray, okay, and or where you've stayed on a very like on a particular path, and you know you've gone astray from like your heart, okay, and you've been acting out of wounds, you know, instead of your heart, right? And now you do all this writing and you align with what's in your heart. You ask yourself, you know, ask yourself questions and answer them on paper. That's what I do for my shadow work. Like my shadow work is just a series of questions to get to the root of something. I'm sorry, I've been dealing with losing my voice today. So, okay, and so I feel like you're needing to do that to really reach a state of clarity. It's really interesting because I do a thing that's called stream of consciousness writing, and I will just write and write and write and write and write like everything that comes to my mind. So until I just get tired. And so maybe that's what you're needing to do. Like you're really needing to get into that flow state and just let it out, okay? So that you can come to some sort of like resolution in your mind about something, about what it is that you keep playing out. And then additionally, you can see the ways in which you have self-abandoned. You can see the ways in which you have not followed your heart because you felt like you were supposed to do this because of this, that, and whatever, which can be this Hierophant energy. Hierophant energy can also be like a spiritual teacher. And so for me, I see when we start to ascend, you know, we start to become aware of our wounding, and we start to like see the ways that we've been playing into that. And then now we have the choice to like take baby steps, to make changes, you know, to get out of that pattern, okay? And that's what I'm seeing with this Hierophant energy. It's like, you know, you had your old way of thinking, you know, that was just the way that you always did things. And now you're like, wait a second, like that doesn't work for me anymore, okay? So do some writing and like let it flow, okay? So your animal energy is the hawk. So this is about seeing things from a higher perspective, a broader view, you know. You may have gotten locked in like I said, in just a regular, like in a cycle. You may have gotten locked in a cycle that you just kept doing, and you kept acting out of that wound, choosing the same type of people, so on and so forth. Like so many of us do this, right? And now with this hawk, you're like eyes wide open. You see things very differently now. So okay, now you seem to have a different energy here. I do feel like what has happened with you, you may be overthinking this. Like you may be too much into it. And so like that's why this energy of writing came through, because you might be spending way too much time trying to mull it over, you know, to try to like figure out what happened. And you're just getting, you know, you're just in a disarray, okay? Because you have the energy of slowing down and grounding. So maybe you're trying to figure it out by replaying scenarios, you know, and you cannot, what's the quote? You cannot find the solution in the same mind that created the problem. I think that's how it goes. And so that's where this comes from. This like this truth and clarity and this stream of consciousness writing and really getting it out there until you can, you know, see things differently, see things from a higher perspective, okay? But, and then that way you can slow down, you can just take some time to rest, right? You can just chill, because it seems like you're really needing that. This card, this is your Earth Star chakra, I think. That's what it's called. To me, when I see this card, you need to go outside and you need to walk barefoot in the dirt or the grass or whatever. Do that once a day, okay? Get out in nature, turtles. I don't know, go to the pond and feed the ducks. Not bread, please, but feed the ducks. And, you know, go watch the turtles and stuff. The turtles are a sign of longevity, which is really cool, because this energy right here, this really sweet energy, you know, could be something that's very long term for you. Oh my gosh, and as I say that, I look down and I forgot I saw this card. So this card is all about partnership, commitment, union. It can also be about getting engaged, that kind of thing, but it doesn't have to be engagement. It can just be, you know, about union and a long-term commitment, okay? So I feel like you're needing a lot of support through this process so that you can reach a place of serenity, because it's like you've gotten in your mind and you're just thinking so much in that mind. You're replaying the scenario and it's getting you nowhere. And your body is saying, I want some freaking inner peace. It's time for you to nourish your temple, which means you need to listen to your body, okay? Because your body is trying to tell you, I need rest. I need water. I need fruits and vegetables. I need protein. I need to get out in nature. Like, I need sleep, 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 right? And that's where you're going to find your inner peace. You might also need to release emotions, you know, do not bottle them up. Allow them to flow. And if it gets to be too overwhelming for you, that's why you have this support card. You know, you're needing to reach out to people who get it, you know, who just get it. So you can reach this place of serenity. So you have the abundance card here. I'm really feeling like this energy that I was talking about is going to be extremely abundant for you. And then you also have the stay weird card. Now, Beetlejuice could mean something to you, but I mean, this is about embracing being strange and unusual, okay? With this energy, this is like, you know, this is traditionalism, okay? And maybe it's like you're starting to realize you're not a traditional person. That's kind of why I wanted to skate around this engagement, because you're like, I don't know, I'm just not a traditional person, you know? And you're really wanting to like think outside of the box. And so you have this stay weird card, which to me is telling you to remember to be authentic, you know, stay true to yourself, okay? So your advice card is the death card. Again, that's like whatever this traditional way of thinking that you had, or that you felt like you needed to live up to, or you know, just an old cycle that you've been playing out since forever, you know, it's time for that to end, because it's time for you to start a new one. This is also a card of rebirth. To clarify, that is the Six of Pentacles. This is about boundaries. This is about balance. So again, you have these cards of balance, and it's like your soul is asking for balance. That's what it needs. It wants to be balanced, and I feel like your soul does not want to be attached to a way of living and thinking that doesn't actually align with you, you know? So allow yourself to step outside of the box. You also have the Hanged Man energy, which I feel like really goes with this hawk energy and this dreamer energy. And it's like, it's not gonna look the way that you've always thought it's supposed to look, but like it makes you feel free. You know, whatever you're moving into, the way that you're going to be living your life, this opportunity that's coming, this new journey that you're on, it seems like with this person, it may not look the way that it's always looked for you, but either way, it makes your soul feel free. Okay, so I'm seeing like and it seems to be very balanced. And I think in the last Cancer reading, I was talking about an equally reciprocal partnership. You know, like you date people who don't give what you give, and now you have it. Okay, so just embrace it, even if it like you're like, whoa, this is totally different. Just embrace it. Okay, so I am going to do Leo next.